Welcome back to Dinar Community. A major development is sending ripples through the international financial landscape. The long-anticipated revaluation (RV) of the Iraqi dinar appears to be gaining serious traction, and all signs now suggest this shift could take place as early as May. For years, currency investors, financial analysts, and global institutions have closely followed Iraq's economic progression, dissecting every policy reform, oil deal, and move by the Central Bank of Iraq (CBI) for hints of a potential currency adjustment. Now, many believe those hints have turned into clear signals, indicators that Iraq's revaluation window is not just open but fast approaching. The concept of the Iraqi dinar being revalued and repositioned on the world stage is no longer seen as mere speculation. Instead, it's being treated as a highly probable scenario by leading financial minds. The pace has been steady yet unmistakable, and recent actions are lending serious weight to the belief that this month could be a decisive chapter in Iraq's financial evolution. For dinar holders and global markets alike, May is shaping up to be more than just another calendar milestone. It's emerging as a pivotal period that could reshape international currency dynamics. In Washington, key economic and governmental circles are also turning their attention toward Iraq's financial advancements, assessing how these shifts could impact the broader geopolitical and fiscal order. The Central Bank of Iraq has, after years of calculated moves, enacted a series of powerful changes aimed at setting the stage for a currency transformation. These include the enforcement of global banking practices, modernization of domestic financial systems, and a strategic overhaul of monetary policy. These aren't surface changes, they're structural reforms designed to permanently integrate Iraq into the global financial network. The growing focus from U.S. policymakers indicates that Iraq's economic trajectory is now being considered not just in a regional context, but as part of a larger realignment within the international monetary framework. Across the financial world, anticipation is mounting. Many experts are referring to this period as the final countdown to a potential shift that could alter the way modern currencies are valued. What's fueling this urgency is the confluence of several major internal reforms that collectively form what experts are calling an ideal setting for revaluation. Central to this transformation is Iraq's rise in oil revenues, a key component in strengthening national reserves and ensuring economic resilience. These increasing revenues are no longer theoretical. They're supported by robust data showing stronger liquidity, enhanced financial health, and improved capacity to manage global financial pressure. Alongside this, Iraq's political stabilization efforts and increased cooperation with global markets have reinforced its credibility, helping to form new diplomatic and trade alliances. Institutional investors are taking note. Their growing confidence reflects the strengthening alignment between Iraq's financial fundamentals and global benchmarks, a key sign that the country is ready for a major monetary leap. One of the most crucial steps Iraq has taken is a full-scale modernization of its banking sector. This transformation spans every part of the financial ecosystem, from local banking services to regulatory policies aligned with international standards. Iraq has implemented strong anti-money laundering (AML) laws, enhanced Know Your Customer (KYC) protocols, and embraced digital banking to boost efficiency and transparency. These upgrades weren't done in isolation. They were shaped with the help of international financial institutions and regulators, all aimed at restoring investor trust and positioning Iraq as a legitimate player in the global economy. These reforms have built the infrastructure necessary for a successful RV, one capable of managing large capital inflows and safeguarding against financial misconduct. Moreover, Iraq has taken an aggressive stance to reduce its dependency on the US dollar, a process widely referred to as de-dollarization. The government has begun pushing for wider use of the Iraqi dinar in both domestic transactions and international agreements. This is a deliberate effort to regain full control over national monetary policy and shield the economy from foreign currency shocks. Analysts see this as more than just a tactical adjustment. They view it as a crucial foundation for executing a revaluation. Reducing dollar dependency gives Iraq the ability to recalibrate its currency internally, on its own terms. More importantly, it demonstrates confidence. Iraq's decision to elevate its currency speaks volumes about its long-term financial vision. Quiet but deliberate movements are also occurring behind the scenes. Sources within major financial institutions suggest that banks and regional monetary authorities are preparing their systems and staff for a significant shift in Iraq's currency. This includes upgrading digital platforms, training personnel, and refining compliance systems to manage high-volume transactions. These preparations aren't being treated as hypothetical. They're being approached as part of a scheduled, strategic change. The level of coordination, from banks in the Gulf to financial hubs in Europe and Asia, suggests that the RV is being taken seriously at the highest levels. These types of logistical alignments typically accompany major economic transitions, not rumors. Market data also supports this sentiment. Adjustments in Forex platforms are increasing flexibility for emerging market currencies, especially the dinar. There's a noticeable rise in investment activity in sectors often linked to RV speculation. Large financial institutions and hedge funds are factoring in RV into their forecasts, signaling the seriousness of the moment. While none of this guarantees a revaluation, it undeniably reflects growing expectations and preparation. From institutional planning to policy shifts, all signs suggest that Iraq is on the verge of something significant. As May unfolds, Baghdad's financial decisions are drawing unprecedented global attention. For many, Iraq now represents a rare convergence, a recovering economy with natural resource strength, political momentum, and clear fiscal reform, all aligning at once. The past decade of foundational work is now paying off. Iraq has moved from economic fragility to financial readiness, positioning itself as a credible emerging economy. Across international meetings, from London to Dubai, Iraq is now a serious topic of conversation, no longer just a high-risk investment story but a legitimate case of economic reintegration. With May nearing its end, every development out of Iraq is under the microscope. Global institutions are positioning themselves, currencies are being recalibrated, and investment strategies are shifting. If the revaluation materializes, it could be one of the most impactful economic events of the decade, a shift that could affect everything from trade balances to regional power dynamics. Currency values don't move in isolation. A strengthened dinar would affect import-export patterns, influence oil pricing, and force regional governments to adjust their monetary policies. The scale of this potential shift is well understood by major financial actors, many of whom are preparing to react within minutes of an official announcement. If confirmed, this revaluation won't just be an economic update, it will be global news with far-reaching implications. Iraq, long viewed through the lens of instability, may soon emerge as a model of reform and renewal. The world is now watching, with capital, attention, and expectations all pointed toward Baghdad. Should the Central Bank of Iraq confirm the RV, it could trigger a tidal wave of activity across financial markets, media platforms, and currency exchanges. This is more than speculation, it's a moment that could redefine 2025's financial landscape. The groundwork has been laid. The world is waiting, and if this moment comes, it may not just validate years of anticipation, it could signal the dawn of a new economic era. For the latest updates, expert insights, and breaking coverage, subscribe to Iraqi Dinar Info. We're monitoring developments in real time to bring you the most accurate and actionable information as this story continues to evolve. Stay alert, stay informed, and stay connected, because what happens next could rewrite the rules of global finance. Like and subscribe for more videos.